Here's Bitcoin on the daily chart. Today is January 17, 2025, a very big year, the golden year of crypto. The question as I start this live stream for all of you is, are you ready? Ready for the bulls? I'm ready for the bulls. So Bitcoin on the daily, very important structure, breakout currently happening, still almost 7 hours left on the daily candle, and then the weekly candle. The weekly Bitcoin candle may be more important. 2 days, 7 hours. Want to talk about that. Obviously do some Bitcoin technical analysis in this video. And we are very much going to look at altcoins. Here's altcoin market cap with its own little breakout happening to the upside after some nice consolidation since the swing highs back in December. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in. And if you're a replay viewer, you know what to do. Hit the timestamps if you want to cruise around the video. I appreciate everybody that's out there right now. I have to open up this one screen. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? No dip talk. I will always talk about dips. Absolutely. I love the dips. You have to love the dips. If you want to play this game, you have to learn to embrace the dips. I don't know about all of you, but that I have to. Over the years, I have had to just come to terms with dips, even in bull markets, and I embrace them, and it's just been such an easier ride for me personally. All right, let's just jump into the video. Before we do we have a lot of price action going on. I want to look at Bitcoin price action. I want to obviously look at altcoins. We'll look at altcoins. I'll look at the chat. I see somebody said DOT. Maybe we can take a glance at DOT, but we'll look at Cardano, XRP, Ethereum, Dog, maybe Ski Mask Dog, Link, all of it, everybody. I want to see what's going on with these charts because we're waiting for the breakout. We're waiting for the next leg up. Real quick, just shout out to Andy over here on X. I used his escape velocity clickbait. Thank you, Andy. I have to give a shout out because I just saw the comment earlier today. I was like, dude, that's so good. It's so good. So shout out to Andy and everybody. I'm always looking for those titles. So feel free. Feel free. All right, I want to start with some more crypto news because we're going to be talking a lot about charts and stuff in this video. And it's, when I open up the charts for the day, I almost just forget, I'm so used to through these cycles, whether we're in a bear market or bull market, hey, what's price action doing? Understanding where we are in the cycle. And that's it. But we're at this moment in time, which really for me, it's kind of an historic moment for crypto, because then all of a sudden I remember, because I'll see the headlines and stuff, I'll remember what is actually happening right now. It's next level craziness. And I want to obviously go over this headline news, but I saw Rick over here, Rick McCracken on X, made a really good point. Crypto will boom in the US. Look at this, for the next 20 years, just like the US tech industry did for the last 20 years. If you think about that, this is where we are. Remember 2000, just all these tech companies just came into play, and it has been a tech boom. Now we have the beginning of that, but for crypto. And that's where we are. And this is just a really nice kind of perspective on that. And I don't want to use the term, it's different this cycle, but it kind of is, because we're entering something very special. Trump plans to designate cryptocurrency as a national priority. I just want to talk about this just a little bit, and then we'll dive right into the chart, starting with Bitcoin. But national priority. There's a lot of people out there. Come on with these offers. What are you doing? There's a lot of people out there that have just been not going to happen. Trump's all talk. You all know it. President-elect Donald Trump is planning to release an executive order elevating crypto as a policy priority and giving industry insiders a voice within his admin. And this is according to people familiar with the plans. The order is expected to name crypto as a national imperative or priority. This is legit strategic wording intended to guide government agencies to work with the industry. It also slated to create a crypto advisory council to advocate for the industry's policy priorities, said the people who requested anonymity to discuss an executive order that is not yet public. So there's information. This got me excited when I read that. Right now, there's information that you and I, obviously we're bullish, we have a lot of surface level information. There's information you and I don't have. And so what is that? what is that information? What's going to be in the executive order as it relates to crypto? So still under discussion for inclusion in the executive order is directive for all government agencies to review policies. This is huge, everybody. I know I'm reading through an article. I don't do this a lot, but these points are really big. Review policies about digital assets and possibly pause any litigation involving crypto, the people said. And I think that is so likely. It is so likely. What this previous SEC has done, I think, will be unraveled. Stopping legal actions that have targeted a range of companies from Binance, the world's biggest crypto exchange, to startup Ripple Labs. And so when and if this happens, this will be such a catalyst for crypto. The crypto space will love it. The people caution that the executive order, which could come as soon as Monday, is not final and could change before it's made public. What I think Donald Trump, and here's the end of it, what I think Donald Trump is going to do is signal that the U.S. is back and we are ready to lead in this industry. That's from VP of U.S. Policy at Coinbase, Kara. What it's signaling to other countries is be careful or you won't keep up. A governmental race, not just for Bitcoin, but for the crypto space, is beginning. That's crazy. I saw this headline. Nothing crazy, but just another state, California State Assembly, appoints nonprofit proof of workforce to help draft pro-Bitcoin legislation. Explore how Bitcoin can help the state. It's just spreading like wildfire. It's crazy. So here we go with the US dollar currency index, and then we're going to look at Bitcoin and altcoins. I want to bring this chart up because I can't get over it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my previous videos about this, but we've talked, and I did a full-length video about this not long ago, but we've talked about when Trump was coming into office all the way back here, he was saying, and this was literally January 2017, about to be inaugurated, dollar's too strong. We had the dollar in a very similar pattern back here as it is right here. And Trump is coming into his second term saying interest rates are too high. The dollar needs to be weakened, everybody. I shouldn't say it's going to. It's likely going to. It's likely going to start consolidating and falling. And we've been evaluating the question of when. You know, there's no guarantee that this is the top. But wow, the similarities of this structure is ridiculous. If we even just take our bars pattern, like we can do swing low to swing high into the bull market, all the way back here, that's the dollar falling. That is the last, or the 2 cycles ago bull market. But we just take that and we place it over here. And it's just like, could you imagine something like this? Maybe it looks a little different, maybe not. But could you imagine this move at this moment of the cycle and all of these things that are happening in crypto right now? And with Trump administration, it's insane. So Bitcoin dominance. Actually, I'm gonna move this over to after Bitcoin as we pivot to total crypto market cap and altcoins. I wanna start that with Bitcoin dominance. So right now, what I want to talk about is Bitcoin technical analysis, and then we'll shoot over. We'll cruise over to altcoins. If you're in the live chat, please smash that like button for me, everybody. Appreciate you cruising through. See some XRP comments. I did not. Yeah, I completely apologize, everybody, when talking about the California Bitcoin legislation using the wildfire phrase. Did not mean that at all. I'm sorry. I was going to actually put this in the question. Fake out, we're going to $80,000. This person commented. I was going to put this in the poll at the beginning of the video instead of just bullish bearish, but I was going to ask if you think this is a bull trap or not. Very curious about that. I think there's a lot of people that might think this is a bull trap, and it could be, but this is kind of why the weekly chart is so important. So massive weekly candle for Bitcoin, not only just like from a regular charting perspective, look at this. I mean, it is just eating up these previous 3 candles on the weekly chart. But think about this. This weekly candle, yeah, it looks nice, but as far as what it means for Bitcoin, it is incredibly important because guess what? This is a price discovery candle. This weekly candle in the next 2 hours or 2 days, 7 hours could turn into a weekly price discovery candle. We are just testing this previous all-time high area. So that like $108,000 area is just the obvious next target as Bitcoin trades just below 105,000. So long story short, the next 2 hours or 2 days, 7 hours are going to be really important in terms of, if we're going to enter that price discovery move. And it could be a powerful escape velocity type of move, like what I put in the title. And the reason why is because if we go start looking at Bitcoin price action on the daily, we get a sense of it. This is the target to the upside. Out of this descending triangle, it is around $120,000. So you can see, this is uncharted territory, everybody. $100,000 is uncharted territory, and we made it to $100,000. And it's just been consolidating around $100,000. And so with that consolidation came this descending triangle, and I wanted to discuss this because we have the target to 120,000, and there could be volatility along the way. We look for throwbacks a lot in these patterns, and I want to bring this up real quick. This is Balkowski's website. This is thepatternSite.com. I've learned, besides just nonstop watching charts and learning as I go on my own over the years, doing these every day, you learn probably the best that way. I've learned so much from Balkowski over here on the Pattern Site. It's like a hidden gift for people that want to learn TA. But his descending triangle data and all his pattern data has just been so spot on over the years. If you've been watching my videos over the years, I've talked about this a lot. But the throwback pullback rate for descending triangles he has is around 60% for throwbacks, because that's what we're looking for in this case. If we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, basically a pullback would be this. A throwback would be this. Now, 60%. And then the other thing we have is the volume. The volume recedes 70% of the time and gets quite low just before the breakout. And we had a hint of that. We had a very nice hint of that. If you look at the bottom of the screen, look at this low volume right before the breakout, like very low. So that obviously played into it very nice, and the breakout can be any direction, but is upward 53% of the time for this particular pattern in his data. And by the way, he's basing this off of 1,300 perfect trades, but 53% for this pattern is not very helpful, right? So basically, in other words, 50-50, which direction it's going to go. Now that we got the breakout to the uptrend, this is a good sign for a breakout to the upside. Apologies. I had an important message from wifey. So there's the breakout. This is what we're looking for. Now we have the $120,000 target, but here's the deal. We talked about that throwback, and so that's what I'm watching. Obviously, if we're always looking for resistance for a throwback to happen. And in this case, Bitcoin is so close to price discovery, like there's not really, historically, there's no price data. There's no price points that we're looking for on the way up to 120. The only thing that we have at this moment, and it's not far away, but we can absolutely just watch it. I'll be watching it, is really the all-time high just above where Bitcoin is. To get a sense, we're looking at, 3% move. 3% move for Bitcoin to get to all-time high. So what I'd be monitoring is really from where it is right now, just below 105, where it is now to up to that area, potential resistance and throwback. So, there could be people posting Bitcoin will never go under $100,000 again. That becomes a risky post in these environments, because especially when we have kind of technical rules that I like to go by, and it's not a guaranteed we get a throwback, but there's strong possibilities that we could. So we could fall back below $100,000 to test this apex of the descending triangle, and that's really just a price action I'd be watching for Bitcoin. And it could be a really nice setup, the continued consolidation before really that 120 target. Because, and by the way, we just broke $105,000. But think about this. if Bitcoin were to see resistance, not break out yet, even going into this weekend and like, early next week, starts falling, it's going to be interesting to see if actually it starts falling at Trump's inauguration, or what is Bitcoin and crypto going to do like on Trump's inauguration with all of the Trump pump mentals? That's a good question. That's going to be very interesting on Monday to see. Literally just got the comment. Will we see a Trump pump on Monday? I just said that. Greets from the Netherlands. I'm very curious. So that's going to be so cool to see how something like that, we always see how events play into all of these technical analysis moves and patterns and structures. It's going to be pretty sweet to see how Trump being inaugurated, if an executive order comes out in relation to crypto early next week, man, how is that going to move this? Is that going to propel Bitcoin to 120? Are we going to be in that environment? And this crypto people find themselves in this all the time, where it's like we get the most insane bullish news and like the opposite happens and it falls, right? Like what is going to happen? But that's why I like technical analysis. So this is what's in play for me, watching the all-time high area, potential for the throwback. We might have Bitcoin meet the 20 and the 50 as that move continues to happen, where we see the 20 cross above the 50. So Bitcoin might throw back to that area. The higher highs and higher lows above those moving averages is the bull market picture that I like to see. I talk about it so much in my videos. And you can just see in the last bull market. You see that? Higher highs and higher lows above the blue and the green line. That's the bull market. That's the bull market picture we want to see. You can go to 2 cycles ago, the Trump bull cycle, and you can see insane volatility to those moving averages and wicking below, capitulating below the moving averages. So higher highs and higher lows above those areas is what we want to see. And this is what this could be after this consolidation. I mean, we're looking at almost 2 months of consolidation, really, from back here. Almost. We're looking for finally a breakout to the upside. And Trump on Monday coming into office, going to be pretty interesting to see how Bitcoin moves. So ETH dead, ETH BTC about to go sub 0.03. I don't think so. I think Ethereum is very much about to wake up. We will talk about that in the altcoin part of the video. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So let's start talking about altcoins. Let us start talking about altcoins. A lot of people, I actually like seeing a lot of people getting bearish on Ethereum. Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin breaking $105,000 on the daily chart. This is like the suspense is really, it's driving me crazy. The suspense is driving me crazy. What is this chart going to do? We've seen now the first fall for Bitcoin dominance, the trigger of altcoin season. We're getting the consolidation we've been tracking nonstop. Again, if you compare it to last cycle, we're kind of in this moment of consolidation, right? All of that consolidation after that first drop, we're looking for the next leg down. We're looking for, as I put in the title of the video, phase 2 of the altcoin pump. Now, phase 2 for altcoin pump would likely be this type of move. I don't know if it would be trickling down. I don't know if it'd just be like capitulation on Bitcoin dominance. It's tough to tell because, again, this is all happening at the confluence of one of the most bullish historic weeks of crypto. Trump coming into office, it cannot be understated. It is insane how this is transformative to the crypto space. I literally just opened the video talking about just one headline in relation to what's happening, but Trump plans to designate crypto as a national priority. Never been in this position before. So what Bitcoin dominance does, it's going to be interesting. And what makes it so is, like, when you look at a headline like that, this isn't saying Trump plans to designate Bitcoin as a national priority. I think the Bitcoin maximalists might like to think that Bitcoin is just getting the red carpet treatment from the Trump administration, but it's not looking that way. And very quickly, this has developed in recent weeks where it looks like the Trump administration is very heavily focused on really helping the entire crypto space, not just Bitcoin and a Bitcoin US reserve. Like, America is not going to be a Bitcoin maximalist. Okay. So that's what makes it exciting to watch how this Bitcoin dominance chart will interact with altcoins. Because yes, it's all bullish for Bitcoin, but it's very bullish for altcoins as well. And you know, when Bitcoin and altcoins are operating in a bull environment, altcoins usually outperform. Sell on news. What's tough about that, like, I respect it. Like, everybody has a different approach to these markets, and maybe not everybody's here is macro person, that macro minded. That is fine. But could you imagine just selling on news? Like, we're in the very beginning of a new era for crypto, and like, you would sell like on the news, on like Monday, whatever the executive order is, maybe like you'll sell like right here in this, like, even if Bitcoin pumps to like 120, I just can't imagine not having exposure to these markets like right here because of a really nice move. I just can't imagine. And I say that people might think I'm really like not smart, but I say that even with like, even if crypto is going to take a break and just start dipping like crazy after the news, I just couldn't imagine just leaving the market and not having exposure right here, no matter what happens on Monday, what the news is. So going to continue monitoring Bitcoin dominance. You can just see right now, I think I did a live stream yesterday and we were below the moving averages. Very nice sign. This was like a red candle, I think, yesterday when I was doing a live stream. And right now, Bitcoin's above all the moving averages. So we're getting faked out. Here it is below the moving averages. Here it is above the moving averages, and then went below. And now we're like above. The consolidation right now is pretty strong. I'm curious to see on the daily chart, and then we'll look at altcoins. Just very indecisive. You can see the stock RSI, a little bit of a downtrend right now. Could be a first hint. This is a quicker moving momentum oscillator. Could be a first hint that there's not going to be that momentum move to the upside for Bitcoin, but we'll continue tracking that. Total crypto market cap, big break, right? Out of a trend line, just been consolidating since this swing high back here in early December. It's like a month and a half of consolidation. Total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it's just the continued story on this chart. Are we going to escape and break above the all-time high from last cycle? There it is, that red line. I should probably save that there so we have it. You can see like we wicked right at that area, big resistance, rejection. Now we're looking for the big move. That is to say, altcoins into phase two, just with great velocity. What I want to point out is this. On the Bitcoin dominance chart, you know how I have like, let me zoom over here on the daily. I have this purple line, the Bitcoin dominance chart. That's altcoin season starting last cycle. I just want to point out, like, altcoin season, here's the purple line on the altcoin charts. So Bitcoin dominance starts falling last cycle. There's the purple line. I just want to point out that altcoin season started, and look at the all-time high. So altcoin season started, and it took time to break all-time high. Right? And I want to point that out because if we go to the chart now, altcoin season started and it hadn't broken all-time high yet, and it still has not escaped all-time high. So this just gives us a really nice picture of, again, how early we are in the cycle, but to get a really definitive idea here from altcoin season trigger to really, and you can see we hopped above it, fell back below all-time high of the previous cycle back in 2021. And then we started escaping, like really escaping it kind of right here. So like just a couple months after the altcoin season trigger. So if we go now, where are we? Altcoin season trigger. We're in all-time high territory. And look at this. We are actually, I didn't even know this, but we're literally like a couple of months in. So this is going to be fun once again to see if phase two really is beginning. Phase two truly beginning right now. So let's start talking about some altcoins, everybody. Appreciate you if you're out there. Thanks for coming through. I'm just seeing what y'all are talking about. Why ADA keeps getting rejected at 104. ADA rejected again as usual. Everybody relax. Man. Sell news if you're a trader. Buy the news dip if you're an investor. It's not bad, Austin. I don't give financial advice on the channel, but that's not bad. That's Austin's advice. Not bad. We pump it until Monday. Then on Tuesday, we dump on TradeFi when the markets reopen. Maybe. It sounds very plausible. And then we pump. XRP pumping. We're going to look at XRP charts. If you're new in the live stream, thanks for cruising through. We just did some Bitcoin analysis. We looked at the big news. Trump plans to designate crypto as national priority. Now we're starting to look at some altcoins. I think I will start with Cardano. I'll start with Cardano. We'll make our way over to Dog, as we see in this comment. Show us the big dog chart, Dan. We'll get over to meme coins and we'll look at Dog. I could be wrong, but absolutely. I think Dog is going to be listed on exchanges this bull run. I mean, it's part of, if you're a dog bull, it's part of your thesis. And there's no guarantees. Maybe they're going to get tired of the community just kind of being like, we will not pay centralized listing fees. It's not happening. We want to change the game. And maybe exchanges will be like, okay, you're lost, not listing you. You know, like I thought about that. That could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. The number one meme coin on Bitcoin. This is Rune's first season. Bitcoin's first season with DeFi and tokens trading on it. The exchanges, the tier 1 exchanges, they can't be that oblivious to the opportunity. They know how much money is there. They just do. I posted this because there's been a lot of talk, a lot of chatter. There will be disagreements even in the live stream, I'm sure, and even in the comments of this video. But I posted it because Cardano's made in America. There were comments on this post arguing with the fact, but IOG, formerly IOHK, I originally had IOHK, HQ, headquarters, Wyoming. They moved to US 2021. They're based in US. Intersect Incorporated, Wyoming. Cardano founder is American. Academic collaboration with US universities. Founder involved in US crypto policy and formation. I think this one might be one of the most intriguing. This is like the basic facts of it, like the foundation of it. It's a US-based company, but the founder being involved in US crypto policy, like why would Charles, if he's like from China or something, be involved in US crypto policy formation? And not from his standpoint, but like the policy makers. The senator, like he just met with Senator Scott recently or something. Like, why would a senator meet with Charles if he's like from a different country? It's because it's a US-based company. And I just genuinely think, and it's not just Cardano. There's other companies that play into this, you know, where they're getting like, there's a lot of people in the community like, yo, you're not a US-based company, but like they are. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's gonna take time to prove itself. But yeah, this is like a big topic of conversation right now because of the crypto headlines, you know, whether it be, you know, no crypto tax for US-based companies, things of that nature. So that's my thoughts on Cardano. And I'd be curious. I mean, I'd be very curious to see what Charles thinks about it. I don't think I've heard him really speak about that at all. And then Conrad. There you go. Coinbase is voting now. They hold 3 billion ADA and will push us to over 51% vote. This is the vote. Plum and hard fork will pass. It's now official. Coinbase tipping it over. It's just crazy. They hold 3 billion ADA. So pretty cool to see that. And I asked, what is this hard fork? Real quick. I just wanted to give a sense because I know people out there would like to know in a simplified manner. Plum and hard fork is designed to implement full decentralized governance on the Cardano network, moving away from any central authority for key decisions. And by the way, this governance and the fact that Cardano is really globally decentralized now. This is official, actually. That plays even more into what I'm talking about here. It's American-based, obviously. Look at where Charles is, IOG is. Like, it's in America. But not only that, now it's just straight up decentralized, and it is global. And it's a top 10. I highly doubt the current administration is going to be like, nope, you're not US. You're not US based. I don't think that's what they're not here to play those games like the previous anti-army administration, anti-army SEC. I'm sorry, everybody. It's not. Like, just think about it. Just think about it. Governance activation. Upgrade activates all 7 governance actions as outlined in the Cardano improvement proposal, allowing for community governance through DREPs, SBOs, and the Constitutional Committee. It's crazy. Truly decentralized. Absolutely, truly decentralized. ADA. And here's ADA charts. Running into resistance, running into just this annoying consolidation. And you know what is, I don't know, let's see, the daily charts. Oh, this is a 6-hour chart, but I mean, I think we were, when I did the live stream yesterday, maybe we were a little lower than where we are right now. 1, 2, 3, not really, probably around the same price. I'm going to change this to a daily chart. I mean, even the 6-hour does a very nice job of just looking at ADA's current resistance level from this previous swing high. We got a little bit of a move out of this consolidation that I think scared a lot of people. But look at just look at the movement on the price action on the 6-hour. You can actually really see it now that I have this up right now. But like, you have this first bear market exit right into the bull market door resistance. And even when we're up here, I just showed a clip of this, like beginning of December, right around here, we were talking about a move potentially to the lower end of the bull market doors. We got that move, which probably then I would have liked to just break up. But now looking at it, I'm actually happy it happened. These charts cooled down so much. And just look at it, oversold on the 6-hour RSI, just always a good thing to see. It's a very just bottoming out type of move. And actually, you can even see right here, right before ADA did its blast off, it was hitting oversold on the 6-hour. But needless to say, we kind of consolidated around. We're putting in the structure. Everything's happening that's happening. And now we kind of started exiting out of that bottoming process right into this area, like right where ADA is right now, around $1.12. Come back down, retest, and you can just see there's resistance here. It is what it is. Even if you just extend this on the 6-hour, you can just see this clear range of kind of consolidation. And maybe if we want, we can kind of take this swing low, kind of start charting. It looks like a move's getting ready to happen for ADA. So if you're an ADA holder, can at least be happy about that. But the bad news when it comes to that is it doesn't mean it's definitely going to be a breakup. And now we monitor, actually. I'm happy I had the 6-hour chart open, because when we're looking at ADA, if we look at, because I think a lot of this revolves around the 20th. I mean, price action is going to be something else, right? Price action with this historic day on Monday, Trump being inaugurated, it's going to be something, right? I don't know what it's going to be, upside, downside. But now that Cardano's kind of on the short-term consolidation, entering the apex of the triangle, check it out. Are we going to get the breakout to the upside from this triangle? Target to, 170? 170. I want to say this. Cardano is going to move when it moves, and it's going to move very fast. And I think $2 will be here before you know it when it happens. And along the process, I get it. This is annoying. It frustrates a lot of people. Maybe we even fall before this move that I'm talking about happens. But I'm just saying, when the move happens to $2, it'll be fast. And then the move to $3 will probably be equally as fast, if not faster. So I just want to put that out there on record at this moment of the cycle with where we are. And I know I didn't get it exact in terms of the breakout, but you remember when we were down here and I was calling for a 50-cent ADA by the end of October. It didn't happen, but it happened just weeks later, the 50-cent move, the exit out of all the consolidation. I am saying phase 2 for Cardano, I don't know exactly when, but when it strikes, it will be fast. That's my thought. It's not a guarantee. I don't put this out there like it's a guarantee or prediction. It's just my thought. It's just my opinion on what Cardano is about to do. Whatever, just move on. You're getting outperformed. Ooh, I gotta avoid the negatives, man. I gotta avoid the negatives. God bless them. It's such a silly game they play, man. Yes. Smash the likes. I'm just seeing what you guys are talking about. Start posting some coins you want me to look at. We're looking at ADA right now. Sam says Algo will outperform ADA. Cool. Maybe. Guys, man. Like if you're some other altcoin holder, like, and you see some other person down the road or, you know, on X, that's another altcoin holder, dude, just root for other people in the space. Have some fun. Escape the negativity. Like for real. You will have so much more fun, everybody. All right, I saw Link. I think I saw Sui, ETH. True. I want to look at ETH. Let's see. Dot. All right, I'll try and remember some of these. Let's go to ETH. Actually, before I go to ETH, I did want to look at, just a glance, just a quick reminder. Cardano's in this consolidation in the bull market doors. So everything I just talked about, the velocity to $2 and $3, I think is found in this move. I don't know if it happens now, over here. I just think it's going to happen. We're in the right shoulder setup. The 20 just crossed above the 50. Cardano is so positioned. It's so positioned to do so well. Let's look at Ethereum. And then I actually do want to look at XRP, because XRP, it plays into all of these charts. Ethereum, it plays into the Cardano move that we're looking for. What XRP just did is phenomenal. I will say this, like, I've been bringing up the Ethereum chart a lot lately because you all know how important it is in terms of, I think that phase 2 parabolic move. It's important with charts, especially like I think DOT, which we'll look at in a little bit. But the inverse head and shoulder setup is in play. The right shoulder is in play every time I come to this chart in live streams. And maybe some of you are like tired of seeing it, but it just always looks the same. But I will say this, that's a weekly. If we go to the daily, you can see it has done something. It really has. Like, if we really think about the story that's playing out here, just obviously with all these charts, it takes patience, but it did just test the neckline, right, of the inverse head and shoulders setup. It did just test the $7,000 trend line, because this neckline is a trend line as well of this massive triangle. It did just test that area. And the breakout of the inverse head and shoulders is $7,000, right? The breakout of the triangle is like up towards 15,000 plus. It did just test that. So let's keep that in mind. We're in an annoying consolidation. People are just saying it's done, Ethereum's over, or whatever. But like, once this right shoulder sets up, which I think it will, no guarantees, it's game on. And so, yeah, it did test it. It fell, and we bounced. We bounced off the 200-day. So Ethereum's been doing something, and it kind of reminds me of DOG a little bit. We're going to look at DOG charts in a little bit as well. But, you know, from the bounce, from that swing low, we can see Ethereum has bounced 15, 16%. But imagine Ethereum, and this is probably what we can watch for Ethereum in the short term. We can really start, I think, as far as hopium goes, really start thinking phase 2 of altcoins might be beginning if Ethereum can do this. Not just the 20-day, but this 50-day around 35, 55. We start seeing a daily close on Ethereum above this area. I think this will be incredibly bullish. We will be testing this trend line of the inverse head and shoulders and macro multi-year triangle. This This represents, I should actually put that there. This represents 7K, and let's just put 15K. That's what that line represents. And so when you have something like as big as Ethereum, 12% from that move, in also this type of price action that could confirm two patterns, very large patterns, because even the inverse head and shoulders goes back to March. It's a big pattern. That's big. If you're an altcoin holder, you should very much pay attention to this chart. So that's Ethereum. And then XRP, just taking a glance, look at this. Look at XRP. So this red trend line up here, or this red line, horizontal line, look at that resistance. This is at least on the Bitfinex chart. I don't know what other charts look like. I placed that line there, and there it is. This is a daily chart. XRP at clear resistance has not really hit the symmetrical triangle target to the upside just yet, just above 360, but could be taking a break. This is what altcoins do in bull markets. Red candles, normal. The throwbacks, normal. And so XRP, though, point being, this move into all-time high territory, just such a good indicator for, I don't care what you hold. Algo, Ethereum, DOT, HBAR, Dog, Pepe. It doesn't matter what you hold. This is a very good sign. XRP doing what it has done. I see HBAR in the chats. But that's XRP. Just clear resistance at that trend line, that horizontal line. That first cycle, but yeah, continue for me is that first cycle, higher high. That's the next target for XRP for me. It's around $5.30. So I'm not going to zoom in too much on XRP. It's been all the talk of the town lately. There is an ADA chart. And as I say, I'm not going to zoom in. I just have a 6-hour XRP chart open. That's great. Consolidating. You want to see this, everybody. Even if you want XRP to go higher, break $4 or $5, you want to see red candles for XRP, for any crypto. Want to talk about Dog? Posted this, what was this, yesterday. Dog looks to be climbing its way out of one of its most oversold dips and will begin its climb to first stop, 2 billion. First stop, okay? First stop, not target, not bull market target. I wouldn't use the word likely, by the way, just to touch on XRP. I wouldn't use the word likely, but very much possible. Bull market dips, higher lows, 25% is really nothing, as we've even recently learned. Neckline. There. All right, so Dog. Posted that yesterday. We were at like 540 million market cap. Currently, 590 million market cap. So not completely out of the woods yet, but just look at the daily chart on Dog. If you look at the momentum oscillators in particular, and it's not just the daily, but just look, the most oversold it ever was all back here, which this was in August 2024. This was not yet, in this altcoin season environment where we are right now. We're in a different environment, different time frame. Crypto was bullish back then. I think Dog was bullish back here. But right now we're in a time where everything is just more bullish. It just is more bullish right now because we see SECs losing. We see Gary Gensler stepping down now. Things that we didn't know back here are happening. But my point being, this was the most oversold it ever was. But then if you look at on the daily, these previous 2 times, it was this oversold. What did that mark? It marked a low, a higher low, and now we got that oversold once again, just about, it's not perfect. And we have a 200-day moving average now in play because this chart is so new. It's just such a nice area for bottoming out. No guarantees, but this could be the move for Dog. And I'm not saying it's going to even take that long to get to 2 billion. Dog could go from 590 million to 2 billion literally within a week, right? This is just speculation. What I have here, it's a fractal, obviously, of continuation of higher highs and higher lows. But right now for Dog, I think from an analysis play, I'd be watching the 20 and the 50, really, to flip those, just as every other crypto we're waiting for, and many have done it. Flip those, get this going back above, right? The 20 back above the 50, similar to back here. And the move can happen fast, but it might just be a little choppy waters along the way. So just look at this. Rejection, little bit of fake out rejection, comes back down, and then boom. So it's not like it's guaranteed to be today, but I'm watching to see if Dog can break above these moving averages. And the thing about Dog that I think is something we should think about is, at least I'm thinking about, if tier 1 exchanges are going to list Dog, I just think they're milking the price, and they're stalling time to get as much as they can possibly. And whales are doing the same. And if you look on chain, at the order books and stuff, it is what it looks like. You can find a lot of people talking about that on X. That's what it looks like. This is a good point. I didn't even think about this because like we have all these headlines, right? Trump plans to designate crypto as national priority, executive order Monday, stuff like this. But like, imagine he does his speech and he mentions crypto and just starts talking about crypto. And no, I highly doubt he's going to mention anybody's favorite crypto. All this talking, man. I have some tea in here. Can you see it? Hola, bonita. This is my wife's mug. But yeah, interesting to look for. I would love to actually see that. Crypto X and YouTube will be going crazy playing the clips of Trump mentioning crypto. Do you think meme coins will be done with and crypto coins with purpose will take? No, absolutely not. No way. If anything, the opposite. And now we have kind of this intersection of meme coins and AI agents, and AI agent meme coins. Like, no way. They're just gonna grow even more. As society enters crypto, you better believe the market for all of these things is going to expand and grow. People entering crypto are, they're going to be investors that are like, and I'm one too. Cardano is a huge value play of mine because of its fundamentals, as you say, the purpose. But like, even me, I see value in the meme coin play. But yes, not everybody entering crypto and putting capital into crypto is going to be like, I need utility. I'm so interested in that. At the end of the day, TikTok culture, social media culture in general, they love that segment. That market is going to continue to expand even more now, probably because of the less regulation and probably more guidance in terms of how to do all of these things. Next 6 months will be a memorable time for anyone in crypto. 100% agreed. That just takes some patience. It really does. Yeah, Trump's having a crypto ball. Man, that would be awesome to go to that. What else? All right, I said I'd look at, so that's dog, patience. That's it for me. The thesis is sound. And again, I've been in this space long enough to know if a crypto that you hold that you made a decision on is not moving just yet, and others are, I've seen it time and time again. I did it myself when I entered the space. hopping around cryptos will literally, it'll get you wrecked. It really will wreck you in a bull market. When you could be seeing 20, 30, 40x, 50x more, you could actually end up losing by not just having the plan. That's why, like, all going into this bull cycle, I just kept saying prepare, 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 lock in, focus, figure it out, come up with a plan, because that's all I've been doing. It's been so much pressure. Ask my wife. Like, for the last year, I will sit here and treat it as just this like full-time job to be ready for this bull market, because I understood and understand the implications, because I understand like the emotionality that is behind a bull market, and I don't want to get trapped into any of it. I just want to have a plan. Let's see. So here's the DOT story. I mentioned on Ethereum, let me just change it to a weekly. Obviously with any of these cryptos, everybody, like, what I'm looking for is the 20 to shift back above the 50. So obviously if you see any of these that are below, just instead of repeating the same thing on every one, if you see any that are below those moving averages, that's what we're looking for, is the break above those moving averages. But let's see, DOT from that swing low, I was just curious, 200% gains, has consolidated almost 50%. So very typical, maybe a little bit less gains than some others. Consolidation, very nice in a bull market, looking for that shift above. But what I'm saying is, in terms of, and DOT might have an extraordinary next leg up, actually, because of how kind of weak this one was, meaning similar to Ethereum, did not break this all-time high, or not all-time high, this swing high back in March. So that's why I said on the Ethereum, the DOT chart is very reliant on the Ethereum chart. If Ethereum breaks out of its inverse head and shoulders, that's similar looking to this, and starts breaking out, DOT will outperform Ethereum. DOT's going to outperform Ethereum to the upside, likely. But just look at this. If you have any type of patience, and if you're somebody out there, it's like, man, I like Polkadot, like I just do, you're probably going to do fine. You're probably going to do well with this, especially when we start seeing things like this. This 20 week has not even crossed the 50 yet. You can go to something like, do I have an ADA chart on the weekly open? No. But you can go to an ADA weekly chart, and you can see on the weekly for ADA, that move has happened already. So in this instance, you can use ADA and others as a kind of a leading indicator for Polkadot. I really think ADA has a more powerful momentum to it. We'll see more upside. But 20 week getting ready to cross above the 50 hasn't even happened yet. This could be great. And now we just got this weekly wick down to the 20 week. So let's see how the next 2 days, 6 hours close going into next week, but that's not bad. Wow. Spam. Yes. Ski Gang. So Ski Mask Dog, just one that I'm so bullish on. And really, truly, like, it has not done much, right? Like, in the last like week or two, through all of the dip and everything happened, hasn't escaped the dip with such strength as others. But we talked about this in yesterday's video. Meme coins in general haven't. But Dog, or Ski Mask Dog especially, and Dog actually is one of them as well. But this chart, though, this is exactly the type of meme coin chart. If we're going to get a phase 2 of crypto, this is the type of meme coin chart that it frustrates people. People leave, they sell, and they regret instantly when the pump happens. And so, in this regard, like, this move, a 400, 500% move for Ski Mask Dog can happen very fast. So, this is I think it's like $180 million market cap right now. I think it's going into the billions. This is a base token. It's a CTO project with it's just great meme ability and good distribution for a token like this. But man, this consolidation right now in ski mess, dog. And I was talking about that before. If you've seen me cover this chart, even before we got this not little dip, that looks little, which is kind of cool, but that's not a little dip. If we swing high to swing low, that's a 52. Look at that though. We just saw DOT dipped around 50%. And here's a meme coin with not a nearly high market cap like DOT. Here's a meme coin that dipped around the same. It has the same staying power as something like Polkadot. That's a data point right there that it just clicked with me. So that dip 52%, and actually I'm probably actually wrong, because with DOT, let me be fair. If I'm wrong about this, I want to be fair. I don't want to. This swing high on DOT was, yeah, maybe I'm not wrong. Yeah, almost 50% from December. I think I'm wrong, actually. It's okay. Let me go see. Where's Ski Mess Dog? Ski Mess Dog. Really? December. Yeah, I'm wrong. Okay, so, but even still, come on. It's going to be like 80%. Oh, 57%. Not even that bad. Still within the Polkadot comparison. So the staying power on this coin. And then you look at just look at the momentum oscillators. Everybody, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, I don't care if you buy this at all, but this became a part of my portfolio. I saw Brian, another YouTuber, he was covering, he's got over 1 million subscribers, but he's like a ski mess dog bull. And I saw it, I forget when it was somewhere back there. And I was like, the chart looks good. The meme looks good. The community looks good. The distribution, all of that. If you look at distribution lately, it looks good. But look at the momentum oscillator. Stock RSI, even the quicker moving momentum oscillator, in oversold, but with like a bit of upward momentum. Reset completely on the RSI in a similar sense that we had back here in October. And guess what happened in October? From that October area, and I'm not saying we're going to get this percentage delivered to us right now, but hello, 20,000%, almost 20,000%. So you see the upside now. This is a really nice chart, man. It just is. But imagine just being like, dude, this thing is not doing anything. And this is what I'm saying with some of these coins. Like, that happens. People are like, it's not doing anything. People sold back here. You realize that? Right before, like 2 days before, almost a 20,000% gain. People sold. I want you to know that. People are selling now. And maybe it goes down, and maybe that's smart. But the momentum oscillators, the fundamental story here, I think is really powerful. Take a fractal, not saying that this thing is going up to $15, but I'm just saying, like, you can just see how if you kind of take down the velocity of it, could have a nice move. So for me, it's nice because, like, it's not, there's $5 million market cap token or $10 million market cap token on like Cardano right now, like these newly launched things or any other chain that you can get into. That's very low cap. This is a cool balance because this is a smaller cap coin that went through an entire redistribution because I believe the dev sold. I think that's the story. Hello, 99%. Complete reset on the chart with a very good community at only 180 million market cap. So I just want to put that out there. That's Ski Mess Dog. That was way more analysis than I wanted. I know there's not a ton of Ski Mess Dog people out there, but part of my portfolio. So I like tracking it. What else were you guys mentioning? So many AI tokens. It's crazy. Stay with utility tokens this cycle. Appreciate that sentiment, Sam. Appreciate that sentiment. I don't necessarily agree at all, obviously. I have so much. Buy dog, thank us later. Vincent, that's not That's not financial advice. That's Cryptolution. This is number one. Go subscribe to Cryptolution on YouTube. Number one dog fluencer. Insane data on dog. If you really want the real analysis on dog, go subscribe. I just saw this comment. Should I get rid of my Ethereum and take profits by either more XRP or HBAR? So let me just first say, like, I'm not going to give financial advice. Do not do that at all. I don't do it. But this is my opinion in relation to your question. Like, going into this cycle, I would have never really been interested to hold Ethereum, because even with a bullish Ethereum, and I think Ethereum is very bullish even right now, even going into this bull cycle, it doesn't have the upside potential that something like Cardano, something like XRP had. Remember, XRP was not that long ago at a very low, like a significantly lower market cap. So like XRP, Chainlink, the OGs, the ones that have been around, they've proven themselves. They're bullish narratives. They're bullish. Going into this cycle, I don't know why, for me, it would make sense to have Ethereum exposure when there's like 10x or more upside potential for the others. With that being said, I think the caution with Ethereum at this moment is everybody's kind of discounting it now. They're like ruling it out. It's over. Look at the ETH BTC. It just keeps capitulating, keeps falling. And I just think this is going to be one of those charts that don't know when, but boom. And so if that's the case, I don't know. Do you want to buy an XRP? What is this? We're looking at a 500% XRP pump top when it's overbought like that from Ethereum. You want to move Ethereum to a 500% pump when, you look at something like the Ethereum USD, it has nice consolidation potential for its own breakout, because you go look at the weekly, the weekly on Ethereum, nowhere near overbought. The move has not happened for Ethereum yet. And so I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, we can even say, check it out. Like Ethereum's at 3,400, first target's around 7,000. So there's a double, right? Bull market target is 15,000 plus, right? So there's like what, 4x or so from this current price, 4 to 5x. So a 2x, a 4x, not overbought. The move, I don't think has happened for Ethereum. ETFs came into play. Institutions have been stacking. I think the move is coming. People are being impatient. Or XRP, already overbought on the weekly, right? This is a 6 hour, by the way, but let me change it to a weekly. Overbought on the weekly. Yes, probably more upside, but we're looking at from where it is right now to the first swing high. So imagine XRP does keep going in this overbought environment. To get to the 1618, $5.20, $5.30 area is around 60% gains. To get to $500 billion market cap is around 160% gains. So with that alone, I'm just giving my opinion on the two. Like Ethereum is looking better than XRP right now. And I hope you don't take that. Dan said it, I'm doing it. But I want to give my opinion about what I see. And that's all it is. This is how I interpret these things. Because think about it. This chart is overbought. 160% potential to $500 billion market cap, $8 to $9. Ethereum is not overbought. Doesn't even look like it made its bull move yet. And 100% to its first target and 350% to its second target. So what if this played out this way? Ethereum goes to 15,000 and XRP goes to 500 billion. From this moment where I'm doing this video, that would mean Ethereum outperforms XRP. And I know there's probably a lot of XRP people. I mean, there's people in XRP that are like, dude, XRP, it's not going to $8 to $9, dude. XRP is going to $100. I'm not in that camp. I can't even comprehend the thought. Like, so, and I apologize. Maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe XRP takes over all global financial systems and absolutely takes over everything and goes to $100. But that's just not my analysis. I'm not going to work that into my analysis. So those are my thoughts on XRP versus ETH, which is pretty interesting that you asked the question because I never really did that comparison. And now looking at it, it's pretty cool. So, I mean, really, the unlisted tokens I think that I'm even talking about are Dog and Ski Mask Dog. So Dog is on Xverse app. It's a Bitcoin wallet. You can swap it very easily. And then Ski Mask Dog, I mean, Coinbase wallet. Coinbase wallet is next level right now to get access to base tokens. I was trying to glance at the chat when I was talking about XRP and ETH because I was just curious to see if we had any XRP people out there that were, you know, that are in that camp that are just like so bullish. XRP is bearish, hype over. I definitely don't think the hype is over. Let's not, I'm not trying to take away. XRP is very bullish, but now that the market cap's getting up there, it's gonna have a very nice bull run, but market cap's getting up there, and we can't just rule out other big players and think XRP is taking over. And this is what happens every cycle. I'm so happy for XRP holders and what's happening, and probably what will continue happening. It's an epic story. We want to see this for everything. We want to see it for ADA holders. ADA to break all-time high and keep going after that. XRP just broke all-time high. Want to see it keep going. But we see this a lot where right now XRP has been just this kind of outperformer, and especially in relation to blue chips. And this is exactly what happens. People think, well, I guess this bull market's all about XRP. And it's been weeks in the making. The narratives and these cycles, the cryptos take turns. They take turns. You'll see something on the weekly get into overbought while, you know, another one on the weekly, in this case Ethereum, did not make the move yet. It's not even close to overbought. So it's a really good example. Yeah, this is how I've been looking at XRP. XRP starts the altcoin pump. That's how I've been looking at it. Take a glance at XLM. Was XLM pumping recently, or maybe my imagination? Just like everything else. I mean, but that's actually, so XRP, this is what's so cool about XRP. Like, you see this consolidation here, and then boom, it went to a higher high. And it's not a guarantee, but like the fact that it happened, it could be a very nice leading indicator that all these other ones that are still down here, they go to a higher high. So like XLM can double very, very quickly in the next weeks. Man, I thought this was going to be a short live stream, but it ended up being kind of a long one. But either way, everybody, those are my updates. Those are my thoughts. Of course, as usual, the pump seems to have stopped when I went live. Let me go unlive on this stream so that the pump can continue. But I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're out there and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the content, hit that like button. It means a lot. And either way, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. God bless.